You're listening to Turi Writer's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marcy Persky. This installment is almost entirely about the invasion of a flock of goats that is now making itself at home on Marcy's property. So if you don't care about Marcy's goats, or if you don't care what I have to say about Marcy's goats, just skip this podcast and wait for the next one.
I've been living my life in the middle of an Animaniacs cartoon.
Really?
If you've ever watched the Animaniacs, it's just crazy little animals running all over the place.
Yes, you have a picture up of an animal that does not belong to your household.
Actually, the animal is one of 7 that is currently in my backyard with seven more goats, including a baby. The baby's a week old and the size of one of my cats. And I'm looking at it right now with its mommy in my backyard. And then there's these really obnoxious, tiny, tiny little Nigerian dwarf goats. And they have horns. But so there's my 2 goats, 7 other goats. Our newest addition to the household, which is Belly, the little English bulldog.
Yes.
Is real. She loves these little goats and wants to just run with them all over the yard and play.
Uh-huh.
Well, Minion, my big dog, let me know if this gets too confusing. And
I think I need a chart. I think I need like a family tree here. But wait. Back up a second, please.
Okay.
Because you've totally skipped your lead here.
I know.
Yeah. How the hell did you get 7 goats that came seemingly out of nowhere and are now living in your backyard? I mean, the cows, we understood. They wandered in from a nearby ranch, but somehow I don't think that a flock of goats has wandered mysteriously into your goat pen. What the heck happened there?
Well, the island of misfit toys out here is now turning into a compound. And we've taken in a friend of Eve's, a young woman.
Yes.
Who needed a place to be.
Yes.
And she's moving her. She also lives in a trailer.
Oh, boy.
As does Eve.
Yeah.
So she's moving her trailer out here.
Okay.
Onto the Blank Storm of Awesomeness Ranch.
Yes.
And she brought with her 7-foot-tall fencing to fence her goats.
Okay. All right. Okay.
She has her own fencing.
She has her own goats is more to the point.
These are the additional goats are her goats, which some of them she raises and they're papered and very expensive as opposed to on my mock crew.
Okay, so these goats are her business then. She's a goat breeder.
Kind of.
Who in a million years buys pygmy goats?
Everybody. But these are Nigerian dwarfs.
Well,
up here,
I don't care if they're Sausalito giants. What the heck is she doing?
Good milk goats.
What? They're
good milk goats.
Oh, they're for dairy. Okay, all right.
And so the mom who had the baby the week ago, when she's done nursing the baby, Eve and her friend are going to make soaps and stuff like that. And when the whole outside art season opens up out here,
goat milk soap,
she's going to have she's going to have a table with like candles and soap and that kind of stuff.
Why not make goat
next
milk
to
cheese
Eve with her jewelry and artwork?
Cheese would be so much tastier.
I hate that.
I
don't
love
like
that.
goat cheese.
Love goat cheese.
I'll send you a mini goat.
Oh, there's a terrible thought.
Anyway, so...
But wait. So okay, of course, me with my mercantile side here. Who's paying to maintain these 7 goats?
Oh, they'll be split. They eat different things, believe it or not. So she has brought all her provisions over here.
Okay.
And right now, the little pen where Kevin and the dude, my 2 goats, sleep, is the mom and the baby.
I see.
Just because this baby's so tiny.
But pretty cute, though. It's pretty cute.
It's really cute. And Belly, the English bulldog, wants to go in and play with the baby. She loves these little tiny mini goats, by the way, and they play with her. Minion, however, who is old and crabby and huge and has always been like the protector of small animals. Anytime Belly goes out with her whole little butt wagon wanting to play, gets between whoever she wants to play with and like opens his big mouth in her face, and it's a lot of noise.
Oh.
And right now, Minion's out there laying down, watching over the new goats to make sure that nobody wants to play with them,
Aw.
which is, yeah. So now I spend a lot of time going outside yelling no, or bringing one dog in, locking him somewhere so that the other dog can run around.
So you're
'Cause he,
essentially now the Henry Kissinger of
yes,
of
and doing about as good of a
goats.
job.
We need a Camp David Accord. You're the Jimmy
Yes,
Carter. You're the Jimmy Carter of
yes.
goats.
But these goats are so cute. Oh my God. And Frankie's just like every other word out of his mouth is, "We're not keeping these goats. We're not keeping the goats. We're
Well,
not keeping the
well,
goats."
so
'Cause
wait
this
a
is
minute. But you're not keeping the goats, right? They belong to this young lady.
no, they belong to Eve's friend. And they'll be on our property, but not our goats, if that makes sense.
Right, but when she leaves, does she take her bleeping goats with her?
Oh yeah. But she's moving a whole trailer in here and setting up her own pen area that's already been marked off.
So you're basically building Waco up there.
Yeah, it's a compound. But the problem is half of the land up here is covered in snow still, and the other half is like 6 inches of just mud. So it's going to be hard to get fencing and get a trailer back where it's supposed to go. But for all I know, it might sit in the driveway until we can get it back where
Oh,
it
your
belongs.
poor husband.
Because it's got to go back, where it can be connected to electrical and water
Yeah, when
and
you
all that
guys
kind of
got
stuff.
married, did it say for better, for worse, for a compound full of goats? Was that in there anywhere?
Thank God, no. And there's no prenup. There's,
He really
there's
loves
no
you.
no NDA.
Really loves you. That's all I have to say. That's a guy who really loves you. Because I
These
can
goats
tell
are
you,
cute.
if I don't care if my husband brought home a litter of puppies, I just would not. It's enough. That's enough.
You're not kind like me.
No, I'm not. Not at all.
They're so cute. I'm looking at them out the window.
All
They
kinds
are
of things
so
are cute. All kinds of things are cute that I don't want in my house. Sloths. Sloths are cute.
Sloths are very
I
cute.
don't want
And
one in
for
my
some
house.
reason,
Do not
for
want
some
it.
it's for some reason, Facebook is just loading my feed with stories about wombats.
What did you do?
I have no idea.
You did something.
I have nowhere in my whole psyche or mind.
You
was I
followed
thinking
some bar
wombat.
band. That's what you did. You followed some bar band
know.
named the Wombats, and now you're
But now I'm
doomed.
being flooded with
Yeah.
wombat articles.
Well, this
So
is
I
what
might
you
have
get.
to add a couple of those to the backyard.
I think what you need to do, here's what you need to do. You need to join the Church of Turi,
Yeah.
and the Church of Turi is going to issue an edict that says that you must submit to your husband in all things
Oh,
farm.
God. Yeah, that's going to work around
Yeah,
here.
it's in terms of animals. In terms of animals, your husband is granted supreme
Quit
authority.
sucking up. Quit sucking up to Frankie.
Why? He's not going to come out
You
here
know
and
he's gonna
build
listen to
anything
this.
for me. Your husband, the master carpenter. He's not going to come out here and fix anything for me.
Actually, we're coming out in May.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well,
get your list together.
I will then. If the Church of Turi makes him the supreme governor in all things farm animal, then I will expect tithing in the form of some work around here that the spousal unit can't do. I have to figure out what that is. So
It's going to be more like if the Church of Turi actually did that, my city boy would be paving paradise and putting up a parking lot. Believe me.
the Church of Turi has a pretty big list. You got that right. A cathedral. I'd like a cathedral, please. Church of Turi's cathedral. Why
For
not?
chickens.
Why not?
For chickens and goats.
Yeah, we have chickens.
I know you do.
The spousal unit built a lovely coop. It nearly killed us, but he built it. And now we're winnowing down. We're letting them die out as they come to the end of their old and eggless lives. And I periodically ask him, would you like me to adopt some unwanted chickens? It's the season, and he seems to feel that the way this will go is he's going to say no, and then I'll go get the chickens anyway.
Maybe the Church of Turi needs some say over that as well.
I don't know. I mean, if I really, really want it, but he does do all the coop cleaning, so I feel like I should be respectful of his.
The coop poop.
The coop poop is all on him. Yep. I think we've resolved this favorably for me, anyway.
Okay.
And the invading goats are technically your problem, although I suspect I'm going to be hearing more about them.
Unfortunately.
Assuming you've come this far because you enjoy the podcast, may we recommend my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air. It's available at your neighborhood bookstore or on Amazon. And if you're feeling especially generous, please leave the podcast a good review. Thanks.